Is he actually making it up?
He's turning into Boogie like he lacks the self-awareness.
I guess there's been beef cooking between Keemstar and Bowblax. That beef being that Keemstar posted a clip of Brantley posted a picture of her, or did Keemstar post it? Either way, one of them had posted a picture, Brantley, with an OnlyFans friend of theirs. Okay. It was it was one of those pictures. Bowblax came across it. He saw it and he thought he would make a joke about Keemstar being a cuck. Okay. If his girlfriend's doing these OnlyFans pictures with some lady. He's only joking. I don't even think he really meant it to be a serious dig on old Keemstar, but Cuckstar didn't sit well with him.
What? You mean to tell me Keemstar can't take a joke and is in fact a lol cow? I feel shocked, Danny.
He's on the RouteClout live podcast and he's a lol cow? I don't believe it. I don't believe it. So Keemstar cries to me on live stream over a month-old joke, okay? So we're going a little bit further into the clip because you don't want to hear all this nonsense.
This was not supposed to be a drama stream. They were here to talk about something completely unrelated, by the way.
Yeah, Keem doesn't like me right now, so
you said he's not at you.
I'm not gonna. I mean, this isn't a drama stream, so I'm not gonna say anything unless he does. But
well, what's he mad at you for? He's not here right now.
I called him a cuck on Twitter. So
he wants it. He wants it.
And said
Art's like, well,
he did like a whole 9-minute segment on RouteClout about how like I don't like go outside and like I don't know how to talk with women. It was like crazy. I did a whole stream covering it on my channel. Monkey.
Do you go outside? I want to know.
Yeah, I went outside. Yes, I went outside today for my. But I went out. It was actually a beautiful day outside yesterday. I went to my.
Simple.
Okay, so that's where I'll stop it. Is he actually making it up? Like, I wanted to be on Bowblax's side, but it sounds like he's almost making it up as he's going along. He's like, yeah, I went outside yesterday. It was beautiful. I saw that guy.
To me, the biggest sign was when he's like, yeah, can you believe it? Keemstar was saying all this lame shit. Like, I don't go outside. And every single person was like, well, do you go outside though? Like, not a single person was like, oh yeah, that's nuts. Like, that's so absurd. Why would anyone think that of you? But I did catch some of this. Essentially, the RouteClout live clip was them all going around saying, I'm not a cuck.
No, in real life, fucking conversations with women at all. Literally Discord fucking brain.
Called an incel, involuntary celibate.
If you had the right sub count, let's say you had about 20 million subs, and he said, Bowblax, I think you're gay, he'd be hobnobbling in no time.
I don't think you can be cucked by a woman. I think if your girl sleeps with another woman, you can't be cucked.
Yeah,
that's not a cuck.
That's not a cuck.
I disagree.
Boogie, what would you do if your girl wanted to cuck you?
It would have to be a situation where the girl is like, me and this girl are gonna go do stuff, and like you can't be involved, and like, you know, and they have like some type of romantic. I'm sure there's a way you could be cucked, right?
Yeah. She could be like, I eat this pussy better than you eat this pussy and shit like that.
Yeah.
Wings, what would you do if your girl wanted to?
If Kelly wants to bring another man home, I'm probably gonna slap him down and send them both out.
And they all just went around in a circle.
Like, oh, everybody on the RouteClout podcast is a cuck except for Tommy. That's what they said.
How am I a fucking cuck? Hold the fuck up.
And talked about how they would never let their girlfriend do an OnlyFans.
And she goes, hey, I want to start an OnlyFans. I would respond and be like, hey, I want to break up. Like,
so there you go. I surmise that whole awful situation for you. But Danny, it was a lot kind of like this. I came into it thinking like easy Bowblax W. That's what I'm going to see here. He didn't make it as easy as it could have been. You know, he's
retarded. I'm never going to forgive him. That is what art fucking gamer from fucking Mars, more like gamer from retard, man.
God
Fucking
damn, that's
did
the
these.
host
Dude,
of
you
the
can't
show,
even
by
spell
the
your
way.
name right. Why are you calling people
Keeman.
retard, bro?
You're actually autistic. Shut up.
Yeah, and you need to get diagnosed for something.
And you literally just came out, Bowblax, a couple days
They're
ago.
12.
Yeah,
This is what I was talking about before. It's so fun to just watch them both just lose it.
I think at first he was like not expecting this to devolve into such a chaos, you know, but I can almost hear it in the inflection of his voice when it changes. And he's like, oh yeah, this is good. Let's go. Like this will be this is a thing. Now this is going to be a clip, you know. You can hear it almost.
Yeah, when he says autistic to Bowblax, you can hear the little like laugh in his. He's like, "Oh, okay, here we go."
Exactly.
This is it.
Yeah.
I got it. Let's go. Here comes big Keemstar dub, baby.
They needed some LOLCOW topics, okay? So they've got to put some of the, you know, they got to do some of this shit every once in a while. So they have something to talk about.
Yeah, because that's why people would watch the LOLCOW show, to hear about Keem's drama, to hear about Keem's Twitter beefs.
I mean, that's what it's turned into, probably.
He's turning into Boogie. Like, he lacks the self-awareness, or maybe he doesn't. I refuse to give Keem the Nikocado avocado treatment, where it's like, okay, we know this guy's self-aware. We know he's in on the joke now. I don't think Keem is. I don't think he's in on the joke half the time. I think he's morphed into a LOLCOW. Maybe he always was one, but
I'd go with that one. Maybe he always was one, but I guess people would debate us on that. Here, let's listen.
Yeah.
Calling me a cuck because my girlfriend and her friend were in bathing suits. You're a fucking virgin. Get a
Bro,
life.
how old are
Go
we in our
out and
voices
fucking
cracking?
meet some girls.
Go
and have
meet
a social
someone
life.
who is over the age of 25. You fucking disgusting.
I met
freak.
many. I met many.
Yeah,
You
none
don't-
of them
you don't
want to
ha-
be with you.
But
'cause
why
you're
are you
fucking
talking about
retarded.
relationships when you don't have
You're
one?
the one who
You've never
just.
had one.
You're the one who just
Why
called
are
me a
you talking
virgin.
about
You're the
relationships?
one who just brought it up.
In response to what you said,
I called you a
Me-
cuck as a joke. Take a joke.
It wasn't
Take
a
an
joke. You were
OnlyFans joke.
serious.
It
and then
was
you
a
got
joke.
canceled for
What?
it. No, it
How is
wasn't.
it not a joke?
It wasn't a joke.
got
You got
It was an
canceled for it.
OnlyFans.
And
He did not get canceled. He got canceled
Well,
for it, dude.
Well, what is he talking about? Yeah, it's like, what? Does he just use that word now? That's just like one
Put
of
the
those.
jewel down, homie.
He
My
doesn't
God,
really-
You're not getting enough air to your brain.
Right. He doesn't really mean what he says when he says canceled, because it's like he got canceled for calling you a cuck. And while he's canceled, he's on Art from Gamer from Mars's stream. Canceled.
Yeah, he lost all his subs, lost all his sponsors, lost all that big sponsorship money he was making. Really got canceled. My God, dude, this stuff is almost like chocolate pudding, except instead of throwing it at people I'm angry at, I actually kind of want to eat this. So it's so good.
And
Joe,
everybody with a
you're just
normal
like Anissa
social life
crying over a
started
fucking
clowning on you.
Wait,
Everybody with a
I
normal
got called a
social
cuck
life
online. Wait,
started
I got
clowning
called
on
a
you.
cuck.
They
I'm
started
42 and I
clowning on
got
you,
called a
and
cuck.
you got mad and
called me a
defensive.
cuck.
That's what happened because you
You
don't
called
have
me
a social life.
Cuckstar weeks ago.
Oh,
Wait, you're
meltdown.
autistic.
Oh,
You even have a.
meltdown.
You're the one who was streaming this whole
Did you
time.
see our
Meltdown.
clone? Do you see our twin in the center just cracking up at this, dude? A true egg. Rocking that sweater, by the way.
Right in the center.
That dude's a shining example for all of us. And I don't mean that because of the way the light glistens off that sleek dome, but because he's hatless in that crew. Center frame, just bald as the day that he was born, probably more bald than that in some of our cases. And just shining right in the center. It was a great clip. I mean, I also love how Keemstar, you freaked out about my girlfriend. It's like, damn, bro. Like, we got our voices out cracking out here. That excited about this.
That's what happens when you get emotionally invested, like Keemstar, you know? Okay? He's out here putting his neck on the line, dude. Don't talk about my girl. You're a virgin.
And then he went on his show. That was supposed to be about Anissa. I don't know. I don't think it was the same show. Then he went on his show. Yeah, and LOLCOW, I believe the first segment of the show later on, whenever the next one was, I got to talk about this.
Babs comes over. which is a friend of mine and a friend of Brantley's. We had a couple days of just drinking, partying, having a good time, right? I still got my boulder work in on these days, but I'm responsible. Regardless, the girls got matching bathing suits, right? They were Coca-Cola bathing suits, and they're, you know, fucking, they're doing what girls do, right? You know, they're slapping each other in the butt or whatever, trying to be sexy, you know, just typical fucking normal girl stuff. And so I thought they both looked hot, and I was like, you know what, let me take a picture. Take a picture of both of them, right? And Babs is like posting like she's biting Brantley's bar or some shit, and whatever. That was the end of it. Brantley asked me, she goes, hey, can I post this picture? I'm like, yeah, great, post the picture. Look at the fucking response from this fucking idiot. Look what this fucking idiot says, okay?
And then he just went around in a circle and asked everybody if they were cucks.
How am I a fucking cuck? Hold the fuck up.
And if what they would do if their girlfriend tried to cuck them. And Tommy was the only one, I think, that was just kind of like understanding what was happening in the moment. Like, oh God, this dude's having a meltdown right live on the show. And so he, of course, was egging it on. It was painful to watch. I love that. I will do my best to put something together for the crew, because honestly, I had a lot of fun making a thumbnail about it. So now I feel pot committed. You know, I spent 3.5 hours on that fucking thumbnail. I got to at least spend 19 hours on the video.
God damn, dude. We need to get you lessons.